There's some breaking news with Joe Biden and his special counsel in the document case. Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump were involved in document cases where they both had documents in their houses that were marked classified. Well, the special counsel for Joe Biden, President Biden, has just wrapped up their findings, and they found that there's no reason to prosecute President Biden. Former President Donald Trump, however, has been indicted and will go to trial for his documents case because he did the exact opposite of what the president did.
As you know, the special counsel released his findings today about their look into my handling of classified documents. I was pleased to see he reached a firm conclusion that no charges should be brought against me in this case.
President Biden, was this an exhaustive case, and how far back did it go?
This was an exhaustive investigation going back more than 40 years, even into the 1970s when I was still a new United States Senator.
You know, Mr. President, I wasn't alive in the 70s, even though it may look like I was alive in the 70s. Hell, it looked like I was alive in the 60s. Anyway, go ahead and clear your throat and tell us what the special counsel acknowledged.
The special counsel acknowledged I cooperated completely. I did not throw up any roadblocks. I sought no delays.
Yeah, Mr. President, that was in complete opposition to what Donald Trump did. I mean, he hid shit. He got people to move boxes and all kind of crap. He did a lot of stuff opposite of what you did.
In fact, I was so determined to give the special counsel what he needed, I went forward with a 5-hour in-person interview.
5 hours? You sat for 5 hours? Wow.
Over 2 days.
You sat for 5 hours over. Come on, man. They already calling you old, bruh. God damn.
I was especially pleased to see special counsel make clear the stark distinction and difference between this case and Mr. Trump's case.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Go ahead and quote the special counsel for us.
The special counsel wrote, and I quote, "Several material distinctions between Mr. Trump's case and Mr. Biden's are clear."
Okay, keep quoting.
Continuing to quote, "Most notably, after given multiple chances to return classified documents to avoid prosecution, Mr. Trump allegedly did the opposite. According to the indictment, he not only refused to return the documents for many months, he also obstructed justice by enlisting others to destroy evidence and then to lie about it."
And that, my friends, is why Donald Trump is getting prosecuted and President Biden is not.
In contrast, we went on to say Mr. Biden turned in classified documents to the National Archives and the Department of Justice, consented to the search of multiple locations, including his home, sat for a voluntary interview, and in other ways cooperated with the investigation, end of quote.
Thank you, President Biden. That is also why you're not being prosecuted and former President Donald Trump is. Now, for those of you who don't like to read, President Biden has read some things for you.
I've seen the headlines since the report was released about my willful retention of documents. These assertions are not only misleading, they're just plain wrong. On page 215, if you had a chance, I know it's a thick document.
I'm sorry, MAGA, it has no pictures. You got to read it. Yeah.
On page 215, the report of the special counsel found the exact opposite. Here's what he wrote. "There is, in fact, a shortage of evidence that I willfully retained classified materials related to Afghanistan." On page 12, the special counsel also wrote, for another documents, "The decision to decline criminal charges was straightforward. The evidence suggests that Mr. Biden did not willfully retain these documents."
Now, before I wrap this up, President Biden, I want to know, why did he bring up, or what was the reference of them bringing up, or the reason for the reference, for them to bring up your son and when he passed? What was that all about?
There's even reference that I don't remember when my son died. How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business.
Yeah, man, that's some horse pucky. Why would he bring that up? Keep going.
Let me tell you something. Some of you have commented, I wear since the day he died, every single day, the rosary he got from Our Lady of...
Damn, man, he gonna cry in the car.
I don't need anyone to remind me when he passed away or passed away.
That man wasn't crying, he was angry. Looked like Clint Eastwood for a minute, didn't he? When it's all said and done, that is how you handle classified documents. You be forthright, you be open, you open yourself up to investigation, and you let them do their investigation. You don't hide documents, you don't shield documents, you don't hide them in the freaking bathroom that has a chandelier of all things. You don't hide them behind a stage in your hotels. You don't do that. You turn over those documents and you say, here, investigate. I have nothing to hide. For you to do what you did, Donald Trump, it shows that you had something to hide. What did you have to hide? I'm going to cry in the car. What do you think?